Put down your sword, Merc. It's me. You wouldn't want to damage the merchandise, would you? Besides, you couldn't hurt me if you wanted to. I'm not really here. You're not really here. You're dreaming. You fell asleep by your fire, probably while lovingly polishing your blade. Do you remember me? Have your memories come flooding back yet? The last time we met, I used a new spell, and I must admit I was curious to see how it held up. It's a risky thing, messing with a man's mind like that, and in spite of myself, I was concerned. May I join you? Maintaining my presence in your psyche takes a lot of energy, and even here in the land of dreams, your fire is warm. Thank you. You look good. A little confused, maybe. Have there been any lasting effects? What's the last thing you remember? Waking up on a ship? Yes, that may have been my doing. You remember why you were after me? Yeah, that was the same story you told me. No, you did. We've met before. I'm not just a well-worn paper likeness in the pocket of your cloak. We've already crossed paths. A few times. You'll just have to trust me on that, I suppose. I had been hoping you'd wake up on that ship and decide maybe this bounty wasn't worth it after all, that maybe you would go back to my father, find out the truth, refuse to help him, and leave me to live my life, but you're certainly dedicated to your profession. Here you are, again, on my trail months later. Why won't you just let this go? Why do you insist on pursuit when you've already been warned to stop? When I've already explained that you might catch me, but you'll never keep me. I do admire that tenacity. It's one of your many skills. Oh, did you forget? You and I are intimately acquainted. Shame you don't remember. But if you ever catch up to me again, I'll be sure to refresh your memory. Be careful, mercenary. You may not realize it yet, but you're toying with things far beyond the scope of your knowledge. Until we meet again. Well. Hello, stranger. Long time no see. I was wondering how long it would take you to catch up to me again. Bit disappointed you weren't faster, but I suppose that means I'm better at hiding than you are at finding, and I'm definitely taking that as a compliment. Would you mind grabbing that pile of wood there and following me into the hut? Thanks. It's a bit much to carry myself. What, were you expecting me to panic? Throw myself on your mercy? Beg you not to tie me up and throw me over the back of your horse and take me home to father? Then I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. You must be hungry after such a long journey from Redeemer all the way out here. Sit, please. Have some tea. Don't worry, there's nothing in it except tea leaves this time. Look, I'll even sip it first. Satisfied? Then here. The bread's fresh, and there's good cheese to go with it if you like. It was a thank you gift from a local farmer for saving his young daughter's life. Yeah, I knew it was a risk setting up here, but as I'm sure you noticed, there's a plague in the village nearby. I have the skill to help, so I took a chance. Blame my soft heart. Listen, can we skip the whole you're here to claim the bounty, I open a portal and escape thing? Like, that last portal opened right over the water, and it was a very long swim. Turns out teleportation is much more advanced than I thought, and I need a lot more practice. Look, I'm sure you're keen to grab me and get going, but I think you should sit and listen to me first. Like I said, it was a long journey, wasn't it? Would it really be that smart to take off again without resting first? This late in the day? You at least have enough time to hear me out, don't you? I've been doing some research into that cult that attacked the village where you first found me, and I think you might be interested in what I discovered. Here, take a look at this. They call themselves Exodians, sworn enemies of Exodus, the demonic deity worshipped by my father, the same demon to whom he intends to sacrifice me. Did you really think he only wanted me back to marry me off? No. He intends to trade my life to extend his own, increase his power, and take over the world with the will of a demon by his side. I mean, what else do already powerful mages want? What do demons want? More power, more control, and to be worshipped. And that last one won't be an optional choice. And this cult, these Exodians, they want to stop that from happening by killing the catalyst and anyone who comes into contact with it. With me. I'm the catalyst, thanks to my father's decision to align himself with pure evil. That's why they burned the village to the ground without bothering to warn the villagers. It's a scorched earth kind of cult. So I've been keeping to the forests, staying out of sight, and I've been extremely careful about helping with this plague. I leave my medicines and potions at the end of the path, and occasionally they leave things in return, but we never actually come into contact. It's not entirely clear how literal these Exodians take this, but it's better to be safe. This hut was abandoned, so I made myself a home. I've been working on a plan to put an end to all of this. The cult, the ritual, my father, Exodus himself. I know you have a contract with my father, and so far, you've been the only hunter competent enough to actually find me, but I want to make you a deal. Hear me out. You've seen what I found so far, but there's more. Much more. How about you at least help me figure out how to stop the cultists, and afterward, if you're still determined to fulfill the terms of your arrangement, then I'll stop running. I'll go with you. I mean, you don't want more villages burned down, do you? I saw the pain in your eyes that night. I know that underneath that gruff, focused exterior, you're soft-hearted too. I'm counting on it. That's why I got the drop on you before. Because you cared more than you actually want to admit. And your curiosity is piqued. The cult is bad news, and you know it. Bringing me back to my father is more likely to get the entire city wiped off the map by those robed zealots than it is to get you your 30 pieces of silver. And I'm going out on a limb here. In spite of every instinct you have telling you not to trust me, to gag me and bind me in iron and ride back to Redeemer, you just can't bring yourself to do it this time, can you? you don't remember why you feel this way, why you've wanted to kiss me from the moment you rode up and saw me chopping wood with sweat on my brow, why you want to kiss me right now, it's a mystery to you. But you do, don't you? You want to. Your body aches for it. There's my big, bad bounty hunter. Are your memories coming back yet? I have to be honest, I've never tried a memory spell before, and I really didn't know what would happen. It was a big risk, but you have to understand, I was desperate. I needed to escape. I mean, there wasn't time to make you see. I had no way to prove I was telling you the truth. But for what it's worth, I really enjoyed our time together in the cargo hold of that ship. Oh, yeah? When you kiss me, you can remember. That's fascinating. I think that means you should keep kissing me. You look like you don't know if you want to smooch me or smother me with my own pillow. It's an intense feeling, isn't it? You feel like we just met, but your body feels like it's coming home. Yeah. Have you been with anyone since you were with me? No, I'm not jealous. I'm just asking. No? That long? Poor thing. Such a long journey all by yourself just to find little old me. I think you must have missed me. That's why you can't just let this drop. Oh? You want me to stop talking now? Well, what else am I supposed to do with my mouth? Oh, yeah. I guess there is that. So, how much do you remember now? All of it? Not sure whether you're going to take me up on my offer now, or if you're just going to be mad that I played with your mind the way I did. Oh, yeah? Maybe you're a little smarter than I gave you credit for. Hand me my dress, would you? As much as I would love to lounge in bed with you for the rest of the day, I do have some things to take care of. Medicine for the villagers won't bottle itself, and I hardly think we can make a plan for removing the cult problem while I'm this underdressed. How do I look? Rumpled? You're a real charmer. Now you just stay right there. I'll finish my work and I will be right back. What do you... Oh. Really? This again? Well, I have to give you credit for catching me off guard. You have gotten wiser. I really was going to bottle medicine and come right back. Yes, I was. I think you're just really into handcuffs now. Should I be worried? You want your revenge? You know I'm just going to find some way out of the... Wait. Did you hear something? What the... It's them! You have got to let me out of these chains or I can't do anything to help. Come on, you really think I'd abandon you? Okay, I don't have the best track record, I'll admit, but do you really have another choice? God, as good as you are with that sword, I don't think you can take on this many by yourself. I guess we should be grateful they don't have torches this time. There are more coming up the path. Look at me. We have to go. You're hurt. I'm hurt. And we don't know how many more there are out there. So if you take these chains off me, I'll try to open another portal and we can get out of here. All right? I already asked for your help. I offered you a deal with my full cooperation, and there is no time like the present to take me up on it. So, thank you for finally coming to your senses. Go! Yeah. Yeah, well, at least we didn't land in the middle of the ocean, I guess. Here, let me help you up. Oh no, you are in bad shape. Look, we need to get out of this harsh sunlight and this storm. Lean on me. We'll head toward those trees. Ow, oh God. I told you I needed more practice with portals. I'm sorry we didn't materialize in front of a 5-star inn and tavern. Ow. Here, sit. Take off your shirt. Don't get all shy on me now. It's nothing I haven't seen before, like 10 minutes ago. Oof. Okay, yeah, that's not great. Deep breath for me, yeah? I've picked up a few healing spells, but I'm not the best at dulling the pain, so this will probably hurt, but we gotta stop the bleeding. Oof. Sorry. I know it hurts. Oh, God. One of them got you pretty good, huh? I told you to uncuff me, but you just had to be the tough guy, didn't you? How's that feel? Better? Well, I'm new to this whole magic thing, you know. I was an alchemist. It's not the same thing. Alchemy is taking ingredients and combining them to achieve certain reactions and results. Using magical power drawn from who knows where and using it to impose my will? That's an entirely different experience. No, don't worry about me. I'm fine. I just caught a few blows to the ribs before you so graciously returned the use of my extremities. No, it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, I'm immune to my own magic, which means no, I can't just heal myself. I have tried. Just makes me tired. I'll be all right after some rest. What are you doing? You have a first aid kit. What, like strapped to your thigh? Of course you do. Fine. I'll sit and let you return the favor and patch me up. You know you led them right to me, right? Yeah, they must have followed you. Well, it's definitely not a coincidence they showed up soon after you did. Why am I blaming you? I'm not blaming you. I'm simply pointing it out. Ow, I think they've been tracking you all along. I mean, think about it. The last time they attacked, it was after you showed up in the tavern. All the time between that first meeting and now, nothing. Not one glimpse of a symbol or a robe, no attacks, nothing. You You're the common denominator. Now, maybe you're not as good as you think you are at covering your own tracks. Speaking of tracks, I have no idea where we are. Yes, thank you. I'm aware it's a desert. All the sand blowing into my eyes was a dead giveaway. I was a little distracted when I opened the portal due to all the sword-swinging cult freaks. Forgive me for not consulting a map. Ow, that hurts. Ooh, but it's also definitely helping. What is that? Huh. Well, thank you. It does feel better. No, I can't just open another portal right now. After that fight and healing you, I'm a little drained. I need some time to recover. And I saw that smirk. You're laughing at me. Because I can't exactly control my magic yet. I mean, it's not as if I knew I could even do any of this until you came after me. No, none of this manifested until after that. I wasn't lying to you. I really was an alchemist, just an alchemist. Not a succubus, not a mage, an alchemist. I found a hedge witch after I escaped you the first time. She taught me some things. Picking flowers, making medicine, that's what I've always been good at. Manipulating space, distance, and time is still very unfamiliar, and I would ask that you reserve your judgment. I did get us out of there, didn't I? Exactly. So how about you? What's your deal? What made you want to work for evil mages? Well, you may not have started out that way, but that's where you ended up. Look, we're stuck here together until either my mana's restored enough to try some locating spells or to open up another portal to God knows where. So, what do you have to lose? Tell me about yourself. What was your first bounty? Really? So it was more of a rescue mission then? What happened? Huh. I knew you had layers. You do, and that's why you're going to help me. Yes, you are. The damsel in distress thing is working for you more than you might want to admit. I can tell. Lucky for us, I grabbed your pack before we portal jumped. I say we set up the tent, catch some shut-eye, get some protection from all this wind and sand. Cozy. You've got some decent stuff in this pack. Especially grateful for the little stove and teapot. But there's only one bedroll, so looks like we're gonna have to share. Are you sure you can handle an entire night curled up with me again? Well, our last few rendezvous were a little rushed. No time for afterglow when you're on the run. Here. Curl up with me. The stove is helpful, but I can feel the temperature dropping. We're gonna need to share a little warmth. You know, this is actually kind of nice. You have very cozy arms. Look, I know we don't really have any reason to trust each other, but if anyone was going to catch up with me after all this time, I'm glad it was you. I like you in spite of myself and in spite of your dubious dedication to fulfilling your contract. I'm glad you changed your mind and have decided to at least give me this grace period. I'm getting really tired of trying to outrun both the cult and my father's lackeys. No offense. After we've had some rest, I'll do a location spell and figure out where we are so we can make a plan to get back to civilization, okay? Maybe we can try another portal. So tired. I'm gonna sleep now, okay? But please don't take off without me. I think we're better off facing this together, don't you? Good. Try to get some rest. Just gonna go ahead and close my eyes. Well, good morning, Merc. No need to be embarrassed. We are in close proximity, and these things are perfectly natural. I'm certainly not upset about it. Quite the opposite, actually. That's one of my favorite ways to start the day. Being in a precarious situation is no reason not to find and share a little joy, right? I think you know where I'm going with this. Oh, that was better than breakfast. You know, I think I'm really going to enjoy having you as my traveling companion. Right. Seems like the wind has died down. Let's pack up and see if I can conjure another portal and get us back where we need to be. Yeah? All right. Here goes everything. Okay, it's open. Maybe if we both picture Redeemer, we can get ourselves back there? It's as good a place as any to start. Okay, let's go. It worked! Look, there's the Maiden Inn, the cobblestone streets. The smell of the bakery. God, I have missed that smell. Come on, we can make a plan over breakfast. I'm buying. We have to drink to our upcoming adventures, partner.